And we are live.
Yeah.
Hello, Leah. How are you?
Hello, Hyra. I'm fine, thank you. And you? What about you?
I am doing great. Welcome to SDG Expo 2020 page. I am the youth facilitator at Markaz-e-Umeed, and I am so happy to have you. I mean, it's how much I'm happy. I'm all the time smiling, and we've been talking all around. So let's start, Leah. Welcome again. I'm so glad. I can't say, I mean, I'm out of words. I mean, I don't know why I keep talking to people before we start the live chat, and when the live chat started, I'm out of the introduction. But so Leah is from Egypt and she is an activist. She's working for youth, she's working for the development and empowering youth. She, been, she plays a vital part in sustainable development goals. I mean, one of the goals that you really work on is inequalities, where you work for sexual reproductive rights. And right now, we, as the global citizen, are facing the pandemic. So, yeah, let's start with that. Hi.
Hi, and
How's
you.
Egypt?
Thank you for inviting me in the session to talk about all of those beautiful work that we're doing and we have to do to make sure that this world is going to be a peaceful world where we're gonna live and our children will live. I'm from Madagascar, but actually I'm living in Egypt, especially in Alexandria. And as you already introduced me, so yeah, let's start then.
So, basically, let's start with your introduction, that what you are studying in Egypt right now.
Uh-huh.
You're a master students and you're studying in which university, and what is your major?
Okay. I'm studying in Singapore University, which is the university financed by French organization. And my subject is about project management during my master four. But my master two, I want to study crisis management. I'm still waiting for the result because I applied to get my master two in crisis management. So we're still waiting. However, the result of this application.
Finger
Yeah.
crossed. But I wish you good luck with that. But Leila, we are here in pandemic and we are facing a lot of problems. But what main topic we are talking about is the, in any regard, the health matters the most. And we see you working for the sexual reproductive rights, and it's amazing that you worked till you made this policy, and you published
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's a big achievement as a youth. So how the story started, first we wanted to know about the sexual reproductive right, which is very important for right now, for the current generation to know it very well and be educated about this. So
Yeah. Yeah, the ride was in Madagascar. As I told you, I was the former country coordinator of the African Youth and Adolescent Network on Population and Development Madagascar, which is the network working on youth empowerment, and especially in health and sexual reproductive health. So during that time, we studied how important it is for young people to have access to reproductive health and rights, and to be able to do whatever they want and safe place, the safe place that they can, and to have information, because the right also is the access to information, and it's important that young people have the information about this topic. And we advocated on that. So it wasn't just me. We were a team who worked on it, supported by the United Nations Fund for Population in Madagascar, and they push up the process. And by the end of 2017, the law was adopted, and thankfully, because the work started long time ago. So So now, I guess young people can have the right new law, because it's the new law. We used to use the old law, the French old law in sexual reproductive health, right, which does allow you as young people to have access to methods to protect yourself, or even going to the doctor to have access to information. You can't, because you are young people, because you're not allowed to that. You have to get married and to have an husband, for example, and just at that time, you can have access to those information. But now, young girls and young women can have information, can go to the doctor and have access to those services. And now I'm in Egypt. I left Madagascar in 2019, where my team still doing the work. There's another country coordinator, head chapter of the African Youth and Adolescent Network in Madagascar now, who's keeping working on this topic.
Impressive. I really appreciate your work. And when I see this, that you people are doing this thing in Africa, and you're educating people about sexual reproductive rights. I mean, this makes us more human to understand that there is still humanity uh, present, and we are working on such things, which is very important for all the human to be educated enough. But when we see, but I also wanted to know about
Mm-hmm.
the social life. We don't understand the difference between the social life and our physical health and our mental health. So how do
Mm-hmm.
you sum up all this while this pandemic is happening?
Okay, in terms of difference in the social life, physical life, mental health, those we as human are composed by those three main steps of a person. You have a social part of you, which needs like your emotional to be a part of an organization. Your social life is a part of to be a part of like a team, be a part of a family. Your physical life is how to be happy inside your life, and your mental health life is how you can live inside your body and be happy with who you are, and be focused on your dream and attend them and be happy no matter how is your body, how's your how to say that it's your vehicle. And the thing is, inside that organization, inside that network, we work on most on social life, but we invest in young people so they can sustain development, so they can invest in themselves, and then increase their mental health and increase their wellness, well-being, and also their physical health and physical life. Which means that our activities inside the organization were about to empower young people through activities, through activities like physical exercises, or also social life, like doing something together so they can be included inside the system. When we're doing activities like advocating, we included all organizations who were member of the network, because the network has like 20 organization members, which each organization has his own activities, or in his own like doing environment. For example, some organization worked on mental health, just some organization work with people with disabilities, and some organization work to fight against inequalities, and some organization work on the access of young people
Yeah,
in
true.
and study, yes, to have education. And all of them work together, because to be who you are, you have to invest in each part of yourself. And each part of yourself is composed by your social life, which is your emotional state. After that, your physical life, which is your body, and then
Body.
yeah, and your mental life, which is your mental life or your spiritual life at the same time. And maybe that's all I have to say about that question, because that's the reason why I'm really attached to empowering young people, because at the moment young people realize that it's important for me to invest in myself, in each part of my body, in each part of my being, So I can sustain my word. I can build a better world for me, for my children, for my future. So that's how we're going to develop to sustain the world and to focus on what is our goals in this world.
I agree, and thank you for such a wonderful answer because we all need to invest ourselves. So because I read somewhere that if we are happy in ourselves, then only we can make other people happy. So it's important
Yeah,
for us to invest in all regards. But
yeah,
what is your opinion about this pandemic? And people are facing this mental health and they are not socializing.
yeah.
What people in Egypt are doing, and what about the Egypt?
Yeah. Oh, that's a very specific question, which is addressed to myself before addressing to all the people. You know that I'm an activist. I used to be to have an activities and to hold the social life, to be around a lot of people. But because of this pandemic, all those social things stop now. I can't socialize with people. I can't see a lot of people. So for myself, at the beginning of this pandemic, I had a mental health issue, which is how can I do if they're staying at home, not going to meet a lot of people, not hanging out. I can't hug people and friends, and I left my country to be here. In my country, I had a lot of
Oh,
friends stay there, and here I built families with my schoolmates, my friends, and I can't hang out with them during this pandemic. This pandemic stopped those activities.
yeah,
So I think that pandemic is also giving us lessons. I told you that that happened to me at the beginning, by the beginning of this pandemic. But following the moment, following the process, I learned that I have to be alone sometimes to focus on myself. To how I could increase my mental health if I just fight against the I don't like to stay at home. I don't like this kind of life. I want to take coffee in the and tea in the tea shop. I want to hang out. I want to go out and and go to cinema. But no, I stopped procrastinating myself and I started to invest. So I already started to practice yoga starting 2017, but during this pandemic time I stopped doing it, and then I get back doing it again, and I started meditating each morning, which
lovely.
yeah, which I have to say to young people like me, to you, to all of us, is just take this time to reflect on yourself. Take this time to build your roadmap and to reflect on your vision. Like visualize the life you wanted. Visualize your perfect day of your life. You will never have this time back again. This time where you can be alone and reflect on what you really want, what's your goals in life, and is what you're doing now match exactly what you want to become in the future. So now is the time to reflect on you, to invest in yourself, and then after that, if you invest yourself, if you can be empowered by yourself, you can empower others around you. So when everybody sees you, they will say, "Wow, what do you have that I don't know?" But you have something, and you have something in you which inspired me, and I want to follow. I want to do the same things that you do. So share with me. So if each one of us invest in ourselves, reflect on ourselves, invest in the personal health, in the personal development health, so increase our mental health and have a well-being in our inside ourselves. It will be very interesting for the world because you're gonna impact like hundreds young people around you. Do you know that there's a study who say that if you invest in one person, this one person will impact 100 people around him. So
Oh,
that's what I want us to do. I want you to do and do this.
inshallah.
Yeah, this pandemic time is the time to invest in ourselves.
I mean, you're talking so nicely. It's so inspiring. I mean, I feel so energetic. I hope all the audience who is listening us to are, energizing and being. I feel happy in this pandemic and being at home in the lockdown. But we know that you are also been a leader of Obama Foundation. What about that? I mean, you have a great career history. So, I mean, let's, quote some of them.
Being a leader of Obama Foundation was one of my proudest things I've ever done in my life. On 2018, the Obama Foundation called for application to call leaders. It was the first cohort of Obama Foundation Africa, and they decided to do it in South Africa. I was selected to be one of the 200 young people to be there. So when I was selected, I was on a trip in the north of Madagascar to do my activism, to work, and I saw the message, I saw the result of my application because I applied months ago that I was selected. I can't realize that was a very interesting journey, and that is still a very interesting journey because now I'm connecting with the Obama leaders from Egypt, and we are working on activities during this pandemic time here to empower also young people here in Egypt. Even if I'm not from Egypt, I'm working here as an Egyptian young leader because the place where I'm living is also my community, and it's like a big family.
Yes.
It's the foundation empowered us, keep empowering us. We have like 1 year of mentorship program. First, we have 1 week of convening in South Africa, and then during 1 week, 1 year, you have a mentorship program and accountability group team, which with whom you share what you're doing, you share what's your leadership journey, and what are challenging you during your leadership journey. So we're doing it like this during a year. We did it like this during a year, and after that, they keep empowering us because now it's the 2018 cohort now, which is the second cohort of the Obama leaders who's having the mentorship program during this year, and they are combining us to work together in terms of empowering our community, empowering the place where we are. So no matter where you can be in the world, you can find someone who did the same thing like you, who is minded, and that is interesting. So the foundation is supporting our leadership journey. They oriented us in doing in what we want to do, and they want to know what we are doing now. They want to know where we are, so they keep us accountable from what I told on 2018, and they keep on ask me, for example, what you are doing now. Is this the same roadmap that you did at the time? Are you in the same road, in the same street, in the same way as you were before?
So they are actually, trying that all the youth they have mentor, they can mentor other people, and that's
Yes.
fantastic. That's fantastic, and that's how
Yeah.
we can grow into a better generation and have a vast change in our life, and that's how we keep motivating ourselves and to other people to create opportunities and to be productive. I
Yeah.
think Leah, you just made me inspired and happy so much that I don't really wanted to end the session and keep talking to you. But I think we are done with all the questions now. We are done with our topic that in any regard, health matters. Health is the key that matters the most.
Yeah.
And we love your journey, and we inspired by your journey, and we really hope to have such wonderful leaders in our country too, and in the entire world. I mean, I'm so used to say country, and so much love from Pakistan, and thank
I wish.
you for your lovely time.
Thank you so much. I wish I can visit your country one day, maybe in 1 year.
Inshallah.
Yeah, because I'm also thankful that you have come to me, that we can share everything we have together. So I'm saying that feel free to come up with me to work on everything you want. I'll be free. I'll give time to do that because it's all about young people. And if we want to implement really the SDGs, we have to sustain young people first. we have to invest in young people because it's young people's life, it's young people's world. So as a whole world, let us do what we can do to empower us, to empower them. And feel free to come up with me. And you now have my contact. And thank you so much for inviting me. I'm also inspiring by how communicative you are. You know the way you approach me, and thank you so much. It's so qualitative communication skills you have, and congratulations for that.
Thank you. Have a good day ahead, and I wish we all can enjoy our social life again very, very soon. Or may this pandemic end, and I hope to see you in some other session or another chat, or just be in Facebook, just be in the Facebook and socializing. Till then, bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye from Pakistan.